Hello and welcome back to Belmont Bunch. This is take 3 on this video. I had 2 coughing fits. Pollen is everywhere. Shield yourselves. The series is tied. The Islanders, the effort was kind of all over the place. And the Penguins did a really good job as a veteran team of closing out. And let's just get into it because it's for me a little bit of a tough game to talk about, only because we lost. No, because it was a little bit back and forth. So the Penguins get one early, and it is an ugly one from Semyon Varlamov. The Islanders were struggling out of the gate, so the struggle started before this goal. The Islanders, kind of throughout the series so far, struggling sometimes with just keeping the puck on their own stick, even when they're not pressured. A little bit too quick to throw the puck up ice sometimes and turn it into icings. Now, on this first goal, it was a failed D-to-D pass from, I think, Pollock to Pelech. And it was rough. Not enough concentration from Pollock in throwing that puck across the ice. Now, Brian Rust has it skating into the zone, and at least a good recovery from the Islanders' D-men to keep it to the outside. And Brian Rust does what you should do. He throws the puck on net. The Islanders did that a couple times in the first game, and it worked. We talked about that, how even a game that was, and the Islanders had the edge in goaltending. And in this game, really harsh on Varley to say that the Penguins had the edge, but, I mean, by the scoreboard they did. So we'll just say it was incredibly tight, but the Penguins were a little bit better. Now, the Brian Rust goal can't go in. It can't go in. That's horrible from Varley. Really bad. No screen. You see it the whole way. He just whiffs, and that just can't happen in the playoffs because, the Islanders' offense usually isn't good enough to make up for that 100%. Sounds like my cat is somewhere over here. Anyway, so that's 1-0 from Rust. Sorry, my basement's incredibly hot. They would get a second. Pollock involved again, unfortunately. He had a rough first period. Gets kind of caught in no man's land as a puck gets chipped into the Islanders' D zone. Doesn't go to the puck. Probably should have gone to the puck. He got caught flat-footed. And so, he stays away from the puck carrier, but he also doesn't fully cover Jeff Carter in the middle. He kind of creates his own 2-on-1 nightmare, and it gets thrown to Jeff Carter, who slots it through the 5-hole. 2-0. Felt like it could get ugly early. It was at the point where, if Pittsburgh scored again, definitely we were going to see a goalie change, I think. So 2-0 there. And the Islanders didn't really push back a ton in the first period. A little bit of a late push, but it's 2-0 after 1. And it's kind of like, well, you had to know the Penguins were going to come out and play really desperate hockey. And the Penguins played opportunistically, offensively. They did a good job of cashing in on their chances, and they didn't give up a ton of chances. So the Penguins, good first period, coming off a game where they played pretty well, and the goaltending kind of didn't hold up. Second period, Islanders, a little bit of a better push. I have noticed throughout the series, though, that the Islanders have really struggled to just keep the puck on their own stick, even when they don't have pressure on them. Maybe it's the ice, but obviously the Penguins are playing on the same ice, and the Penguins don't seem to be having quite as many issues. So the Islanders, maybe it's a concentration thing. We saw it on the Pollock play. But they do get a goal. They get rewarded for decent effort. The D-men started pinching a little bit more, and I think it was Mayfield that kind of got this rush going in the offensive zone. Good for him. Mayfield, I didn't notice anything as alarmingly bad as the first game. So good stuff, better stuff. I feel so bad. What a horrible compliment. Mayfield played better in this game. There, that's a compliment. Whew. Josh Bailey, excellent goal. Kind of toe drags past the first Penguins player and just rips one top corner. I thought it was Jordan Eberle because it was such a good backhand. And it's 1-1. I forgot to mention also, the Islanders, just before the Carter goal, as happens in hockey a lot, chance for us turns into a goal the other way. The Islanders had a 2-on-1. Bo and Brock, I would have loved to see him just pass it quickly. Bo holds on to it too long for the angle on the shot and too long to get it over to Brock. So that was a failure. And then Carter scores on the other way. So back to the Bailey goal. That gets us back in it, and it really did feel like we were going to score. Second period, the rest of the way feels really good down to the last minute where the Penguins kind of hem the Barzal line in its own zone. And we'll talk about the Barzal line now. The Barzal line has really struggled. You know, I genuinely think that it's a distraction. Like, Barzal is a sacrificial lamb on this line that isn't very good. And it's more so to like draw attention to a line that maybe Barrie doesn't trust that much to score. But worrisome in their own defensive zone, and you can't really accept that. But like I said, they got hemmed into the zone the whole last minute. Third period, really good effort again. I think both teams, the Penguins from a game management perspective, for the most part, do a decent job. The Islanders, they got the puck in deep. They laid the body. They did the hockey cliches, but that's what the Islanders do. And they had chances. Not great ones, though. They didn't, they definitely, I will say, definitely not a lack of effort. The effort was there from the Islanders, and Jarry just played a lot better than he did the other night tonight. I think, and I didn't notice the Islanders shooting high as much in this one, and that is probably a failure on their part or a success on the Penguins' part of not allowing the Islanders shooters enough time to line up that shot. So the Penguins may be adjusting there. And the Islanders' penalty kill looked good. The one power play at the end, skip to the end. 6-on-4 power play after Brian Rust has kind of a brain fart. Penguins do a decent job killing it. The Islanders really, on a two-man advantage, should do a lot better. And that's it, 2-1. They go back. It's still mission accomplished from the perspective of, when you're the road team. It's a chess match. You're just trying to get one, and you come back home, you hold serve, and you're up 3-1. And the Islanders have the opportunity to now do that. Obviously, you want to get greedy. You want to win that second game. But you just got to deal with what it is now. I think Varley definitely starts game 3. I think, it's so easy to key in on that goal. And, it's fair to criticize him for that one. But he was excellent the rest of the way. And probably gets away from the Islanders if Varley doesn't play as well as he did for 90% of the game. So that's the video. Check back here for our recap after game 3. And we've got ourselves a series. And Islander fans, we know, I don't think anybody was expecting another sweep. They're just going to have to earn it at home. We'll see you next time on Belmont Bunch. Goodbye.